Good evening, Internet. Welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is your host, Frank the Vamp. And tonight, we're going back to our movie reviews. I know I've been doing a lot of 80s movie showdown lately, and I'm planning to do some more. However, there's so many movies I want to review, I want to get to. So tonight, we're going to start with a very special one that really intrigued me and it's really to me, even though it's going to be a very difficult film to talk about and perhaps to watch. I'm going to recommend to you to watch Contracted is a 2013 film directed by Eric England, starring Najara Townsend as Samantha and Carolyn Williams as Samantha's mom, and Alice McDonald as Alice, her friend. So, you know, we're going to talk about the plot first, and then I'm going to talk to you about a lot of things that um, are very important for you to know about Contracted and that are very interesting, and perhaps that may spark you to watch. And I think it will be worthwhile for you to watch if you can hang on. And we'll see why I'm going to say that in a minute. So, first of all, um, Samantha, it's a troubled girl. She's a lesbian. She's in a lesbian relationship, and but she unfortunately just broken up. So she's heartbroken. So she goes to Alice, her friend. She's going to have a party, and what's going on is that she doesn't want to drink. She wants to be depressed. She wants to be sad because she loves her woman, right? But Alice is not having it. She's like, oh no, you're not gonna do that. You just gotta drink. You just gotta drink. Get yourself drunk. Get yourself a man and forget about her. And at first she's like, no, no, no. I don't want to do that. I really love her. I shouldn't be doing this. But she gets convinced to have a little bit too much to drink, and her unfortunately, her judgment gets impaired. Now she starts talking to this young man that wants to get into you know her pants, but sort of like reflects the fact that she's wasted and she probably shouldn't be doing that, and her friend is kind of messing with her. So that doesn't happen. However, there's some other dude that has apparently some kind of well, he has some kind of agenda to get into her pants, and this guy, does succeed in a very malicious manner. We find out later after we watch the film. But they do end up having sex, unprotected sex, in the back of the dude's car, and she doesn't really want that, but she's not in any position to do anything much except when she wakes up the next morning, she's find out that she's not the same. She's pretty ill, and apparently she has contracted something. And the plot of this body horror is how basically Samantha, it's gonna break down. It's gonna be self. It's, how can I say? It's body horror. You'll see her slowly decompose into something else, a new form, which is both fascinating and disgusting at the same time. And she starts having horrible, horrible things happen to her. There's some you know shafting and flaring on her vagina, bleeding excessively. Um, you know, destruction of her pupils to bloodshot red, losing of the tooth, and a lot of this stuff is on the trailer. I mean, um, I'm not. I'm gonna leave only. I'm gonna tell you one more gross thing that happens, but we're gonna take that later. But first of all, we want to talk about some things that are really, rough about this film that you may not, that may prevent you from watching it. First of all, this is been compared to another film called Thanatomorphose, which is being reviewed by my friend Grumpy Andrew. I mean, check out his site and check out his review about that intriguing film. I have not been able to watch Thanatomorphose yet, but I really want to. But apparently, it's a very similar thing where a girl contracts this disease from a man that may have been in contact with a very dangerous pathogen that has been inside a I mean, inside a corpse. He handles corpses, um, and that's how the basically she has come to contact, and you know, um, let's talk about quickly the controversy. This is gonna be controversial and distro because there's some subjects that imply that could be really sick. I mean, body decomposition. The one other thing that I think it shares with Thanatos Morphos, according to what I've seen in the trailers and conversations, that there's some maggots that come out of the vagina of Samantha at some point, and that's really, I mean, if you're really squeamish, this may not be the movie for you. You may just throw up. And the other thing is there's imply that there could have been some necrophilia here, which is really disgusting, and some subject that is very taboo and not very welcome upon. And then there's just there's I think that I read in the internet that some of the people were really not very pleased with the director, the director or whoever was in charge of writing the synopsis on the DVD, which made it seem like Samantha's was like a one night stand of rough sex or something like that, and in reality, it's the guy later it's proven to have been possessing roofing. Also, it was roofy, so it's more of a rape type of thing, and a lot of people were disgusted that as a marketing standpoint that was omitted or it was seen different to what it is, which to me, I just all I can say is that this is actually a very good film, and it doesn't need any marketing ploys. And you should have just been honest and upfront about it. But anyways, just opinions here. I don't even know if the director who did that, so I really have no opinion on what the person was trying to do with that comment. However, what my opinion is, the film is very well done. This is a cautionary tale um, of ending promiscuity, of how of what could happen if you actually catch and yourself doing unprotected sex, and you could actually get something that it's really hard or impossible to get out and will pretty much consume you to your doom, and in a way that is neither pleasant nor good. And another thing is also I really like because it's actually the main character is just a very sweet lady. She's into doing flowers and things like that, and she's actually turning into something else, something completely different. So the disease is not just taking over, destroying her physical body, it's also destroying her physical psyche, and it's actually destroying her relationship with friends. She's doing all the wrong things, and the more she goes, it's like the more she goes into ill-advised things. um, so it's there's another movie who still haven't been able to see, which is It Follows, which also had some kind of stuff, but this is Pioneer. This is 2013. So I really think that there's a lot of good things to watch from. So the acting is pretty good. The ending is freaking awesome. I really like it, and it's so much that I read that it's sparking. Apparently, it's sparking a sequel. So I mean, it's very well done. I really recommend you to watch it. I know I'm gonna say that this is actually a B plus and a good night a A minus, because of good acting, good subject matter, very, I mean, very to the point, very explicit, very. I mean, not to be. I mean, not to the point where it's tasteless. I think it's all done well. I don't think it shows it grosses you out more than you should, or it does. Or I don't think it exaggerates anything. I think it's just the right amount. It's a very good movie. Most, I think is the reviews are not that kind to it, but hear me out. If you are a horror fan and if you got the stomach, you got the ball sack, you will be pleased with this movie. I respect the things. I don't think that there's any malicious intent on those comments that were made, but take it as what you will. This is just this guy's opinion. One thing I can tell you, if you want to watch a good film, watch this review. I mean, watch this movie. Contracted is actually pretty good. I hope you enjoyed. If you like my video, please comment. If for some reason you didn't like it, also let me know why. Also, please subscribe and stay tuned for more reviews and